only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the...
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Yellow, time to woo, lady!
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Running out of the gun with White. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Yellow, I'm going! Watch the slant, watch the slant!
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes, left side. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. He is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's White. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Yellow, yellow. There's a line, right? I got one. Yellow.
57. Mike, 57. I smoke. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine. Set.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
56 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
You gotta go, baby.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes being chased out left. Now, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Showing it. Check 15.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Undercut. Check. Check hot route. Blue dot quarter.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mahomes throwing on fourth. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, doesn't matter.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Jones throwing on third and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Topper!
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On second down, here's Miller. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. 61.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On second down, it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
We play to win. Let's go.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
Now White lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Let's move off Porter. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, check, check.
On second down now. It's Miller, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
25 yards that time. Now it's Miller running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second and 12, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember...
And he loses the football a second time, and the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Jones. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marquise Goodwin, 99 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On second down, it's White, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing now is Mahomes, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hit it.
Jones now throwing on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Throwing Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now. It's White, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again.
Jones hit and the ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes uncorks one for Davis, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Chiefs on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming.
Yellow.
I'm coming. 58 for Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Get ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Miller. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A 3rd down gain of 19. One final try for Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big